Hello and welcome back to an academy. Sorry for being a little late. Actually, I lost my specs, so I don't know how I'll take today's class because all I can see is blurry. Okay, so we'll take a small session on this general bacteriology and bacterial genetics. All the theory part has been mostly discussed on the YouTube sessions. So mainly first we'll deal with the MCQs, and then will actually look out the most important points on the bacteriology and the bacterial genetics. So, as we know, the An Academy is the largest platform that is available, and the An Academy, along with the live classes, it gives a structured course that is being provided by the topmost educators, in which the live testing quizzes are being provided, and the greatest benefit is mainly for those students who are at the periphery and after MBBS they are actually doing the JR shift, so they have a limited period of time for themselves to prepare, so they can actually watch the recorded session, right? So one is the iconic session. As we know that in the iconic session, an academy along with the prep letter has collaborated, and in which the video lectures of the prep letter, along, as we know that the rapid revision courses of the prep letter is something that is very famous amongst the NEET PG aspirants, and an academy has come together along with the prep letter through the iconic subscriptions, in which the perks of both the coaching institutes are available. Now, uh, professional 3-year batch is something that is includes the revision for the professional examination 1, 2, and the 3, and the clinical integrated courses. As we know that nowadays the examination pattern has shifted to clinical integrated questions, and to analyze those questions and how to actually prepare for those questions, because 2 3 subjects are being merged to get the questions in the examinations, because questions nowadays are prepared in that way. Now, along with this, the FMG batches that is also being provided by the topmost educators, in which the live interactive classes and the PDF notes are being available. So one is that 12-month subscriptions, in which we also get 2 month subscriptions free on the An Academy. And when we compare the prices, it is highly economical compared to other online platform. And to do use my code, that is Muskan, to get 10% of the off, and for 1 year after getting 10% off, it is around 40,500. Like, another is the box bounty, that is the if you find any error or the bug in the content of an educator, and if you're being found correct, you can actually win the prizes. Now, first question is the mechanism of the direct transfer of the free DNA. So I'll give you actually 10 seconds. If you know the answer, just type in the comment box, and from here we'll start the session right now. Okay, though mechanism of the direct transfer of the free DNA, we have read this. We have read the bacterial genetics कि कितने तरीके के horizontal method of transfer होता है, this transformation, conjugation and the transduction, right? लेकिन जो direct transfer of DNA होता है, that is by the transformation. And मैंने क्या बताया था कि transformation is the transfer of the bacterial DNA directly from the surrounding environment. These are suppose the two bacteria and एक bacteria is about to lyse, तो मरते मरते क्या करेगी, अपने डीएनए कंटेंट को एनवायरनमेंट में रिलीज कर देंगे, एंड दैट डीएनए कंटेंट दैट इज रिलीज इनटू द एनवायरनमेंट विल बी टेकन बाय द एडजेसेंट बैक्टीरिया. लेकिन इसमें भी ये होता है कि जितनी सारी बैक्टीरिया लाइस हो रही हैं, जितनी भी लाइस हो रही है, उनका डीएनए कंटेंट अवेलेबल है, वो सारी बैक्टीरिया जो आसपास होगी, एडजेसेंट बैक्टीरिया है, नॉट ऑल द बैक्टीरिया विल बी, इट इज पॉसिबल फॉर ऑल द बैक्टीरिया टू टेक दोज डीएनए. जो कॉम्पिटेंट बैक्टीरिया है, having the competent factors, only those bacteria are capable of taking the DNA material from the surrounding, and this is called competency of the transformation. The term competent is important to remember, and another is the transformation hota kya, that is the directly uptake of the DNA from the surrounding environment, is the direct transfer of the free DNA from the environment is transformation, and it is a form of the horizontal bacterial gene transfer. Now, coming next in transduction, the DNA transmitted by the vector to the bacteria belongs to So the here answer will be in transduction. The DNA transmitted by the vector to the bacteria belongs to, it actually belongs to the bacteriophage. Now if you remember the transduction, bacteriophage होता है mainly that is responsible for नाउ इसमें क्या पूछा है कि वेक्टर पूछा है, दैट इज अ ट्रांसमिटिंग जो माइक्रोब है जो कि ट्रांसमिट कर रहा है, दैट इज बैक्टीरियोफेज नॉट अनदर बैक्टीरिया। बैक्टीरियोफेज क्या करता है कि ये दो बैक्टीरिया हैं, ठीक है, तो बैक्टीरियोफेज पहले इसको जाके इन्फेक्ट करेगा, राइट। एंड व्हाट हैपेंस कि अलोंग विद द डिफेक्टिव, जो हमने देखा कि डिफेक्टिव जो होता है इसमें क्या होता है कि डिफेक्टिव असेंबली हो जाता है जब खुद का डीएनए वो रिलीज करता है बैक्टीरियोफेज, और बैक्टीरियल डीएनए भी अकम्पनी करता है, फिर डॉटर वीरियंस रिलीज हो जाता है, ठीक है। तो उस डॉटर वीरॉन में जो जिस बैक्टीरिया को उसने होस्ट बना रखा था उसका डीएनए कंटेंट भी एड ऑन हो गया और जाके उस दूसरे बैक्टीरिया को जाके इन्फेक्ट करेगा। तो दिस इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ द ट्रांसडक्शन। ये भी दो तरीके के होते हैं, वी हैव रेड की वन इज जनरलाइज एंड स्पेशलाइज। सो इट इज अ बैक्टीरियोफेज दैट एक्ट एज द वेक्टर फॉर द ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ द डीएनए कंटेंट फ्रॉम वन बैक्टीरिया टू द अनदर। Now in transformation, this transduction, sorry. Now phage mediated transfer of cDNA into host is known as, now phage mediated transfer of cDNA into host is known as, just now we did कि जो bacteriophage होता है, right, and the process is known as transduction, ठीक है। बैक्टीरियोफेज होता है दैट इज मेनली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द ट्रांसफर ऑफ द सी डीएनए फ्रॉम वन बैक्टीरिया टू अनदर बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ द ट्रांसडक्शन, ठीक है। एंड व्हाट इज कॉन्जुगेशन, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन तो हम पहले पढ़ चुके हैं। क्या कॉन्जुगेशन में क्या होता है कि कॉन्जुगेशन ट्यूब बनती है और जिससे क्या होता है जो एफ पॉजिटिव बैक्टीरिया या फर्टिलिटी बैक्टीरिया मेल बैक्टीरिया है वो एफ नेगेटिव बैक्टीरिया को भी एफ फर्टिलिटी बैक्टीरिया फिर मेल बैक्टीरिया में कन्वर्ट कर देता है बाय ट्रांसफर ऑफ द फर्टिलिटी फैक्टर जो कि एक प्लाज्मिड होता है। एंड वी read a little bit of theory about these in the next coming slides after the questions are over. So coming to the next question, that is not true about the bacterial drug resistance mechanism is, okay, so not true about the bacterial drug resistance mechanism is कि most common mechanism is production of the neutralizing enzymes. And the second second option is if resistance is plasmid mediated, it is always transferred vertically. Third is the alteration of the target seen in the pneumococcal resistance. And the fourth is complete removal of the target, that is cause of resistance to vancomycin. नाउ इसमें जो ऑप्शन है, अगर चलो इन केस वी डू नॉट नो द थर्ड एंड द फोर्थ और द फर्स्ट वन, बट इट्स वेरी ऑब्वियस कि जो हम जो भरते हैं हॉरिजॉन्टल ट्रांसफर ऑफ द जीन्स इन बैक्टीरिया, दैट इज ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, ट्रांसडक्शन, और इसके अलावा कॉन्जुगेशन। कॉन्जुगेशन क्या होता है, प्लाज्मिड मीडिएटेड होता है, तो दैट इज ट्रांसफर्ड हॉरिजॉन्टली नॉट वर्टिकली, सो दिस ऑप्शन इज कम्प्लीटली रॉन्ग। इसके अलावा जो वैंकोमाइसिन होता है उसमें क्या वैंकोमाइसिन का रेजिस्टेंस क्यों आता है, ड्यू टू रिमूवल ऑफ द टारगेट। एंड इन द न्यूमोकोकल रेजिस्टेंस इट इज जो द पेनिसिलिन बाइंडिंग प्रोटीन जो होता है उसका ऑल्ट्रेशन हो जाता है। नाउ दिस इज यू विल रीड इन द फार्माकोलॉजी। नाउ दिस इज द मोस्ट कॉमन मैकेनिज्म फॉर द रेजिस्टेंस सीन इन द बैक्टीरिया, सो द ऑप्शन गोज टू द आंसर गोज टू द सेकंड ऑप्शन इवन इन केस वी डू नॉट नो, it's easy to guess. Now horizontal transmission of R factor is by, so the horizontal transmission of the R factor is by, ठीक है। Now R factor क्या है, R factor is actually a plasmid, और जहाँ पे प्लाज्मिड आ गया वहाँ पे ट्रांसफर कैसे होगा, कॉन्जुगेशन से, ठीक है। एंड आर फैक्टर दैट इज कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ द RTF एंड द आर डिटर्मिनेट। इसमें क्या होता है कि दो प्लाज्मिड्स होते हैं, ठीक है, मतलब वन इज फॉर द रेजिस्टेंस ट्रांसफर फैक्टर, अनदर इज द आर डिटर्मिनेट। आर डिटर्मिनेट एक भी हो सकता है, एक से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, राइट, एंड दैट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर गिविंग द रेजिस्टेंस टू द बैक्टीरिया, ठीक है। सो आर फैक्टर इज ऑल्सो ट्रांसफर्ड इन द सेम वे एज अ कॉन्जुगेशन, सो बिकॉज ये भी प्लाज्मिड है, और दोनों जो आर फैक्टर के जो दोनों पार्ट्स होते हैं, RTF एंड आर डिटर्मिनेट, दीज प्लाज्मिड्स कैन ऑल्सो present individually in the bacteria as well as in the this single form for the R factor, and this gives the resistance to the bacteria. So that is by the conjugation. Now, virus mediated transfer of host DNA from one cell to another, it's easy, again it's the same question, क्योंकि जो basics होते हैं, जो मेनली तो हमको समझने की जरूरत है कि तीनों डेफिनेशंस का मतलब क्या है, एंड इट्स वेरी इजी टू गेट द आंसर्स. सो वायरस मीडिएटेड हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, फ्रॉम वन डीएनए टू फ्रॉम वन सेल टू अनदर, दैट इज बैक्टीरियोफेज, ठीक है ना. बैक्टीरियोफेज इज नॉट अ बैक्टीरिया, इट इज अ वायरस, ठीक है, and it is responsible for the transduction method in which the DNA content is transferred from one bacteria to another, right? So the answer will be transduction. The following phenomena is responsible for the antibiotic resistance in bacteria due to slime production, and this is due to ओके. सो क्या होता है कि जो ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स है, it forms either the capsule or slime, ठीक है, इन द बैक्टीरिया, ठीक है. अब जो कैप्सूल है, ये कैप्सूल तो क्या होता है, रेगुलरली फॉर्म्ड एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड अराउंड द बैक्टीरिया, लेकिन स्लाइम क्या होता है, इरेगुलरली अराउंड द सेल वॉल ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया. कई बार क्या होता है, व्हेन द टू एक्वायर द resistance against the to acquire the virulence to increase the virulence of the bacteria, and when the environment is not favorable, तो क्या होता है कि 2-3 bacteria they combine together, ठीक है, एंड व्हेन दे कंबाइन टुगेदर दे फॉर्म अ बायोफिल्म अराउंड देमसेल्व्स टू प्रोटेक्ट देमसेल्व्स अगेंस्ट द अननेचुरल एनवायरनमेंट, ठीक है, एंड दैट इज द बायोफिल्म. ये बहुत सारे व्यक्ति में देखने को मिलता है, बोथ द ग्राम पॉजिटिव एंड द ग्राम नेगेटिव, एंड दिस बायोफिल्म दैट हैज formed due to the accumulation aggregation of the bacteria and due to slime that has attached together, it forms the biofilm, and this is responsible for the antibiotic resistance for the bacteria. Right. Now, the role of the plasmid in conjugation was first of described by the Liederberg and Tatum on Now, the role of the plasmid in conjugation was first of all given by the Liederberg and Tatum. The scientist itself is important to remember कि जो Liederberg और Tatum था, he discovered the conjugation, the role of plasmid in conjugation on E. coli K12 strain. ठीक है, important to remember E. coli K12 strain पे. इसके अलावा if you remember the Griffith, this Griffith's experiment, he actually on the pneumococcal strain, जो माइस का एक्सपेरिमेंट होता है, he used the pneumococcal strain for the Griffith experiment. Yeah, hi, Shamil. Yeah, actually, I lost my specs here. I'm just telling you, all I can see is the blurry, and I can see myself in the video. Even the questions are blurry to me right now. So, the F factor carrying the chromosomal DNA is, this is very important question. बिकॉज द बेसिक्स जो होता है कॉन्जुगेशन का, एफ फैक्टर क्या होता है, एच एफ आर क्या होता है, आर टी एफ क्या होता है, एफ डैश फैक्टर क्या होता है, these are very confusing and these are very important to remember. Okay, so the F factor carrying the this chromosomal DNA. Yes, I will explain in detail. Although I will explain in the more detail in the next coming slides, but the basics that I'm going to tell you is F factor carrying the chromosomal DNA is called as the F dash factor. ठीक है, F फैक्टर सिर्फ F फैक्टर तो क्या होता है, फर्टिलिटी फैक्टर, या फिर इसको अपन मेल फैक्टर और द डोमिनेंट फैक्टर इस को भी कहते हैं. ठीक है, एंड द एफ नेगेटिव फैक्टर इज द फीमेल फैक्टर एंड द रिसेसिव फैक्टर. ठीक है, नाउ व्हाट इज एच एफ आर? एच एफ आर इज हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी. नाउ ये हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी फैक्टर क्या होता है कि जब बैक्टीरिया का जो डीएनए है, खुद का बैक्टीरिया का डीएनए और प्लाज्मिड टुगेदर फॉर्म्स द एच एफ आर. ना व्हाट इज द एच एफ आर में जो की पॉइंट हमको याद करना है, जब एच एफ आर जब ट्रांसफर होता है एक बैक्टीरिया से अनदर बैक्टीरिया कॉन्जुगेशन ट्यूब से, तो ड्यू टू अनफेवरेबल एनवायरनमेंट द कॉन्जुगेशन ट्यूब ब्रेक्स डाउन और एच एफ आर कंप्लीटली ट्रांसफर नहीं हो पाता. तो इसकी वजह से एफ पॉजिटिव सेल जो होती है बैक्टीरिया की, वो एफ नेगेटिव सेल को कन्वर्ट नहीं कर पाती एफ पॉजिटिव सेल में. देखो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू रिमेंबर द एच एफ आर, द रोल ऑफ द एच एफ आर. Right, RTF we have discussed for the resistance, that is resistance factor, and another is the F dash factor. How do we remember the F dash factor? It's easy to remember कि F plus dash, इसका मतलब क्या है कि एक पूरा F फैक्टर है, फर्टिलिटी फैक्टर है, F पॉजिटिव फैक्टर है, इसके साथ जो छोटा सा डैश जो दिख रहा है ना अपन को, ये क्रोमोसोम है किसका, बैक्टीरिया का. तो क्या हुआ था कि जब F फैक्टर कंबाइन हुआ बैक्टीरिया के क्रोमोसोम के साथ, imagine this is the bacteria. ठीक है, नाउ दिस इज द क्रोमोसोम ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया एंड दिस इज द प्लाज्मिड. ठीक है, अब क्या हुआ, दिस विल फॉर्म द एच एफ आर, हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी फैक्टर, इसी को अपन कह रहे थे. ठीक है, अब जब एच एफ आर रिवर्सिबल होता है, ठीक है, अब एच एफ आर रिवर्सिबल, तो इसमें क्या होगा कि जब वापस से प्लाज्मिड को लगा आई वांट टू गेट सेपरेट फ्रॉम द क्रोमोसोमल डीएनए ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया, देन इट विल ट्राई टू गेट सेपरेट, लेकिन इसके साथ अपने साथ साथ वो थोड़ा बहुत क्रोमोसोम ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया भी साथ में ले आएगा. ठीक है, नाउ दिस plasmid F factor along with the chromosome of the DNA is known as the F dash factor या फिर F prime factor. ठीक है, अब क्या होगा, अब जब ये F प्राइम फैक्टर दूसरे बैक्टीरिया में सेम प्रोसेस बाय द कॉन्जुगेशन ट्यूब से जब ट्रांसफर होगा, दैट सेल विल आल्सो बिकम्स द F डैश फैक्टर. क्यों? क्योंकि F डैश फैक्टर में पूरा एक तो प्लाज्मिड है, पूरा F फैक्टर, साथ में कुछ क्रोमोसोम है बैक्टीरिया का. सो कंप्लीट ट्रांसफर होगा और कंप्लीट ट्रांसफर की वजह से F prime factor is able to convert the other bacteria to also to F prime factor cell. ठीक है, जबकि एच एफ आर में पॉसिबल नहीं था, क्योंकि एच एफ आर क्या होता है, जैसे जैसे वो ट्रांसफर होने की कोशिश करता है द कॉन्जुगेशन ट्यूब ब्रेक्स डाउन एंड इनकम्प्लीट ट्रांसफर ऑफ द क्रोमोसोमल डीएनए एंड द प्लाज्मिड, जिसकी वजह से जो सेल जो होती है वो फर्टिलिटी सेल में कन्वर्ट नहीं हो पाती है और उसके पास एडिशनल प्लाज्मिड नहीं आ पाता पूरा, कि पूरा नहीं आ पाता. देयरफॉर now moving next is the cuneiform arrangement is characteristic is quite simple. This is we have come to the general bacteriology. I have included only 15 questions because I told I was not able to make it. Now come to the answer polling for the question. Now cuneiform arrangement is a characteristic of, it is very easy and very important and to the point question. So क्यूनिफॉर्म अरेंजमेंट अपन को दिखता है कॉर्नी बैक्टीरियम डिप्थीरिया में. ठीक है, अब स्टेफाइलोकोकस में विल सी कि इट इज द क्लस्टर ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया. जो बैक्टीरिया होता है क्लस्टर फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट होता है, दैट इज ग्रेव फॉर्म और द क्लस्टर फॉर्म, जबकि स्टेफाइलोकोकस में चेन फॉर्म में, स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस में चेन फॉर्म में बैक्टीरिया प्रेजेंट होता है एंड बेसिलस फॉर्म इट इज द बैम्बू. bamboo stick appearance. ठीक है, and cuneiform or the Chinese letter form is seen in the Cornybacterium diphtheria. So this is classical forms for the bacteria, and we have to remember it. Now coming to the bacterial capsule can be best demonstrated by. Now, bacterial capsule can be best demonstrated by coming to the each of the questions one by one. दैट इज फर्स्ट इज द ग्राम स्टेनिंग. हम ग्राम स्टेन हम यूज नहीं करते बैक्टीरियल कैप्सूल, क्योंकि ग्राम स्टेन जो होता है पेनिट्रेट ही नहीं कर पाता सेल वॉल को, क्योंकि कैप्सूल जो कैप्सूल इज सो टाइटली, दैट इज जो उसका जो कन्फर्मेशन होता है कैप्सूल का इज सो टाइट कि उसमें से ग्राम स्टेन जा ही नहीं पाता, तो स्टेन कैसे करेगा. देयरफॉर हाय जेठालाल. ओके, सो that is gram staining we do not use for the staining of the bacterial capsule. Next we comes to the acid fast staining. It is mainly used for the mycobacterium, right? Now coming to the Albert stain, we use for the Cornybacterium diphtheria. Now what stain that now that we use for the capsule, that is a negative stain. Negative stain में अपन क्या करते हैं, इंडिया इन स्ट्रेन हम यूज करते हैं, right? And the nigrosin stain, yes, very true, that Indian stain we use. तो उसमें क्या होता है कि जो जो बैकग्राउंड है, जो बैकग्राउंड है वो तो डार्क रहेगा, लेकिन जो बैक्टीरिया का जो कैप्सूल है दैट विल अपीयर एज रिफ्रेक्टाइल होलो अराउंड द बैक्टीरिया, एंड दिस विल शो अस दैट in the dark background we can easily see the refractile hollow appearance of the capsule. So negative stain is mainly used for the capsule. इसके अलावा क्यूलिंग रिएक्शन भी अपन देखते हैं, मैकफाइन्स रिएक्शन भी देखते हैं, इसमें अपन मिथाइलिन अपन पॉलीक्रोमैटिक मिथाइलिन ब्लू अपन यूज करते हैं. We'll read it later that 4 types of that methods are used to see the capsules. Now lipopolysaccharide is a component of the cell wall of. सो एलपीएस की अपन बात करें, लाइपोपोलिसैकेराइड, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डिफरेंस है बिटवीन द ग्राम पॉजिटिव एंड द ग्राम नेगेटिव सेल. ठीक है, एंड ऑफन टेंड्स टू गेट कंफ्यूज. ठीक है, तो अपन इसको याद कैसे करते हैं कि ग्राम पॉजिटिव में प्लस का साइन है. ठीक है, तो अब इसमें क्या होता है, कुछ एडिशनल थिकनिंग होती है. तो किसकी थिकनिंग होती है, पेप्टिडोग्लाइकेन की, जो कि प्रेजेंट होता है सेल वॉल ऑफ द ग्राम पॉजिटिव, दोनों में होता है प्रेजेंट. तो लेकिन जो थिक होता है ग्राम पॉजिटिव सेल के अंदर, जो पेप्टिडोग्लाइकेन की जो थिकनिंग होती है बहुत ज्यादा होती है एज कम्पेयर टू दिस ग्राम नेगेटिव जो बैक्टीरिया. अनदर पॉइंट टू रिमेम्बर इज क्या, टी टी जो होता है, टी आगे चल के बनता है प्लस में. ठीक है, extending the streak of the T. So that is teichoic acid is present in the gram positive cell. Very important that teichoic acid is present in the gram positive. It is not present in the gram negative cell. ठीक है, अब teichoic acid में दो तरह के, एक तो होता है lipoteichoic acid और दूसरा होता है सेल वॉल टिकॉइक एसिड. विल रीड इन द कमिंग स्लाइड्स कि लाइपोटिकॉइक एसिड जो तो क्या होता है, वो अंदर तक सेल मेम्ब्रेन तक जाता है, और जो सेल वॉल टिकॉइक एसिड इट्स प्रेजेंट एक्सटर्नली ओनली. ठीक है, और दोनों का फंक्शन सेम है कि कन्फर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करता है सेल वॉल को. तो टिकॉइक एसिड इज प्रेजेंट इन द ग्राम पॉजिटिव. इसके अलावा और क्या क्या डिफरेंस है कि ग्राम नेगेटिव का सेल वॉल है उसमें आउटर मेम्ब्रेन प्रेजेंट है. ठीक है, और आउटर मेम्ब्रेन में अपने क्या है, लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड है. ठीक है, एंड दिस इज मेनली प्रेजेंट इन द ग्राम नेगेटिव सेल ओनली, क्योंकि आउटर मेम्ब्रेन जो है वो सिर्फ ग्राम नेगेटिव के पास है, और आउटर मेम्ब्रेन में लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड है जो कि सिर्फ ग्राम नेगेटिव के पास है. सो वी हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस डिफरेंस. ठीक है, नाउ वेरी इजी टू रिमेंबर. नाउ कमिंग नेक्स्ट, बैक्टीरियल स्ट्रक्चर इन्वॉल्व इन रेस्पिरेशन. ओके, सो बैक्टीरियल स्ट्रक्चर इन्वॉल्व इन रेस्पिरेशन, हमने कैसे इसको सेशन में याद किया था कि मीसोजोम, ठीक है, सिमिलर टू माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया ऑफ यूकैरियोट्स, ठीक है, दैट इज एम फॉर एम, क्योंकि जो बैक्टीरिया है दैट इज प्रोकैरियोट्स, दे डू नॉट हैव द mitochondria and the site for the respiration for the ATP production, therefore mesosomes are present. and mesosomes क्या होते थे? mesosomes सेल मेम्ब्रेन के इनवेजिनेशंस हैं, ठीक है, जो कि वेसिकल्स के फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं, ट्यूबुलर फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं, एंड दे आर द इन्वेजिनेशंस ऑफ द सेल मेम्ब्रेन ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया, एंड दे आर मेनली द साइट ऑफ द एटीपी प्रोडक्शन और द रेस्पिरेशन फॉर द बैक्टीरिया, ठीक है. राइबोसोम ऑब्वियसली राइबोसोम इज द साइट ऑफ protein. Now pili and the flagella. Flagella तो क्या organ of locomotion है, ठीक है. और जो पैलाई है इट इज मेनली दो तरह के होते हैं, वन इज द कॉमन एंड द सेक्स पैलाई. ना कॉमन पैलाई इज मेनली फॉर द एडिशन, ठीक है, और ये नंबर में भी ज्यादा होता है क्योंकि मेनली एडिशन के लिए होते हैं, जबकि सेक्स पैलाई दैट इज about 1 to 2, 1 to 10 per bacteria cell, and it is mainly for forming the conjugation tube or a sex pilus tube for the conjugation for the transfer of the plasmid. So this is the role of the pili, and it is not an organ of locomotion. Please remember, it is not an organ of locomotion. It is either used for the attachment for in the form of the common pili, and it is used for the conjugation tube if it is sex pili, ठीक है. एंड नंबर इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, कॉमन इज कॉमन, सो मॉरी नंबर, सेक्स पैला इज लिमिटेड इन नंबर 1 to 10 per bacteria. Coming to the flagella, we have already, it is the organ of locomotion, and how it is arranged, the lopo, amphi, we'll see it later. Now which of the cocci arrangement is wrong? ठीक है, which of the following cocci arrangement is wrong? One is the chain in the streptococcus, cluster in the staphylococcus. We have just read it about, and we also see the image that is very important to remember. That is key. Staphylococcus, they are grape in the cluster or the grape form. ठीक है, they are in the form of the clusters, and streptococcus they are in the form of the chain. जबकि one is the pneumococcus and the gonococcus. Now gonococcus and the meningococcus, they are in the form of the pair, ठीक है. तो जो gonococci है, it is not in the form of the tetrad, they both are present in the pair, and there are some basic difference with the meningococci and the gonococci. That is, gonococci is what? Kidney shaped, right? We'll see it later, and it is not in tetrad form, it is in pair form. Now moving next to some of the important definition, will not read the complete slide, I'll just tell you, क्योंकि पूरी slide मैंने already YouTube पे session पे पढ़ा दी है. Mainly for those students I complete full slide, mainly जो professional examination देंगे और second year भी पढ़ रहे हैं, जिनको microbiology भी पढ़नी है, so I just taught in detail there. Here I will not cover in detail, just to the key points I'll just tell you. Now, transformation, it is what I already told you, okay, transformation, transduction, and the conjugation, they are all what the horizontal method of the transfer of the bacterial genes. Now, transformation is a random uptake of the naked DNA from the, just a second. हाँ, तो transformation is a random uptake from of naked DNA from the surrounding by the bacterial cell. We have already seen it, क्योंकि transformation क्या होता है कि जब एक बैक्टीरिया जब लाइसिस होने वाला होता है, मरने वाला, इज अबाउट टू डाई, सो कहते हैं मरते मरते भला करके साइड वाले बैक्टीरिया का, and by releasing the DNA content into the surrounding environment which is taken by the adjacent bacteria. सिर्फ वही बैक्टीरिया ले सकता है that are competent because of presence of the competent factors. Now Natural transformation has been studied in the Streptococcus bacillus, H. influenza, Neisseria. Examples are also important for the transformation. Now, mechanism when bacteria lies, they release large amount of the double-stranded DNA into the surrounding environment. Their uptake depends on the competency of the bacteria. राइट नाउ दिस इज द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन सिर्फ डीएनए का नहीं हुआ, क्रोमोसोमल डीएनए का नहीं हुआ, प्लाज्मिड्स का भी हो सकता है। अगर प्लाज्मिड भी रिलीज हुआ एनवायरमेंट में, दैट विल आल्सो बी टेकन बाय द adjacent bacteria similar to the chromosomal DNA, right? So what happens, if disintegration can also occur because some bacteria are non-competent, so they will not take up the DNA from the surrounding environment. Now this is the competency of the transformation, that is the competent bacteria refers to the cell multiplying in the log phase of the cell division and expressing certain transformation promoting factors that are competence factors. If you remember that हमने कल की बात की थी, एक तो लैग फेज और लेटेंट फेज, अनदर इज अ लॉग फेज, ठीक है। ऑल्दो द ग्राफ हैज बीन नॉट बीन डिस्कस्ड इन द क्लास, विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन कि लॉग फेज में क्या होता है कि बैक्टीरिया aggressively multiply in the nutritious environment, so they are the DNA that has been freely available to the environment, that is taken up during the log phase, ठीक है। Now but bacteria expressing competence due to the expression of the competence factors, but competence factors are not expressed by all the bacteria, therefore transformation will not take place for all the bacteria that are adjacent to the lysing bacteria. Now moving next, the transformation frequency of a very competent cell is around 10 to 3 for most genera. Now, what happens in transformation is that कि double stranded DNA जो होगा, ठीक है, and it will bind to the double stranded DNA fragment when it comes in a contact with the competent bacteria and will bind to the DNA binding proteins that are present on the surface, ठीक है। And one strand is degraded, double stranded DNA में से एक स्ट्रैंड तो डिग्रेड हो जाएगा एक्सोन्यूक्लियस से, और अदर स्ट्रैंड होगा दैट विल बी टेकन अप बाय द बैक्टीरिया एंड दैट विल बी added up to the DNA content of the bacteria. So other strand associates with the competent specific proteins and internalized, which requires energy expenditure, and the single strand enters into the cell integrated into the host chromosome. Even if you don't read the steps, this is not important, just remember what is the process and what are the competent factors. Now this is the lysing bacteria that is releasing its DNA fragments into the surrounding environment, and that has been taken by the competent bacteria and has been integrated into its own DNA. Now Griffith experiment, he actually saw what is transformation, how does it takes place, ठीक है। अब the famous he Griffith experiment, he was performed on the strain, is very important to remember कि on the pneumococcal strain. And what did he observe? He observed क्या होता है कि pneumococcal में दो स्ट्रेन होते हैं, एक तो स्मूथ एंड आर, ठीक है। स्मूथ स्ट्रेन तो क्या होती है, वायरुलेंट स्ट्रेन, एंड आर स्ट्रेन इज द रफ स्ट्रेन और नॉन वायरुलेंट स्ट्रेन, ठीक है। व्हाट ही डिड कि उसने एक मिक्सचर यूज किया, मिक्सचर क्या यूज किया उसने, स्मूथ हीटेड स्मूथ बैक्टीरियल सेल यूज की और रफ स्ट्रेन की। फिर देखा दैट द माइस हैज डाइड व्हेन दे आर इनोक्यूलेटेड। ऐसा क्यों हुआ, क्योंकि जो रफ स्ट्रेन थी दे गॉट कन्वर्टेड इनटू द स्मूथ स्ट्रेन। ऐसा क्यों हुआ, क्योंकि जब आप लोगों ने हीटेड स्मूथ स्ट्रेन दी, तो जब वो लाइस हो रही थी, दे रिलीज देयर डीएनए इनटू द एनवायरनमेंट दैट वाज टेकन अप बाय द रफ bacteria pneumococcal strain, and this additional feature led to the increase the virulence of the bacteria, converting them into the smooth strain. So Griffith found that the mice died when they were injected with the mixture of live non-capsulated pneumococci and heat-killed capsulated pneumococcal strain. He stated that live non-capsulated or the rough strain were transferred into the capsulated strain due to transfer of the capsulate genes released from the lysis of the killed capsulated strain, which was confirmed later by the McLeod and McCree. ठीक है। सो दिस इज वेरी इजी टू रिमेंबर। नाउ दिस इज द सेम, अभी टुक हमने चार माइस ली एंड देन द फर्स्ट माइस वे inoculated the smooth strain, so obviously those mice died. Then the rough strain, because it is non-virulent, the mice is still healthy, and heat killed strain, still the mouse is healthy because heat करने से the virulence factor has been removed. And again the experiment that is famous for when we use the living rough strain and the heat kill strain. Smooth strain. Now moving next to the transduction. Now, transduction, what is transduction? It is a transmission of a portion of a DNA from one bacteria to another by bacteriophage. Very important to remember, it is by the vector, that is the bacteriophage, that it is not a bacteria, it is a virus usually present inside the host cell. Okay, and because it cannot survive itself, and it uses the mechanism metabolism of the host to survive, and bacteriophage is responsible for the transduction and it multiplies within the bacteria. Okay, now mechanism of the bacteriophage. During the transmission of the bacteriophage for one bacteria to another, a part of the host DNA में accidentally get incorporated. हमने already देखा था कि क्या हुआ, जैसे ही bacteriophage infects the host, so bacteriophage DNA fragments that has been released, get incorporated with the bacterial, it's chromosomal DNA. So जब daughter virions बनते हैं, they also get released with the same content, so that infects the next bacteria. So this is how the transaction takes place with the help of the bacteriophage. Now इसमें भी दो cycle होती है, एक तो lytic cycle, from the name itself lytic or the virulent cycle, and another is the lysogenic cycle or the temperate cycle. वेरी इजी टू रिमेम्बर द नेम इटसेल्फ कि लाइटिक का मतलब क्या है कि उसने बैक्टीरिया का लाइसिस कर दिया. ठीक है, लाइसोजेनिक मतलब जिस बैक्टीरिया में वो है उस बैक्टीरिया के साथ साथ वो मल्टीप्लाई करेगा, इट विल नॉट do the lysis of the bacteria, but after some time it can do the lysis. So lysogenic जो cycle है, it may get converted into the lytic cycle whenever the bacteriophage feel like, right? So lytic or the virulent cycle में क्या हो, bacteriophage multiplies into the host cytoplasm, producing a large number of the progeny phage. और जब ये daughter virions release होंगे, it will cause the burst lysis of the bacteria, causing the lysis, causing the lytic cycle or the virulent cycle. Now another is the lysogenic or the temperate cycle, that is in contrast to the virulent cycle. Here the host bacteria is unharmed and the phage DNA remains integrated with the bacterial chromosomes. तो इसमें कहा जो phage DNA जो release हुआ, it gets integrated with the bacterial chromosomes and वो उसी के साथ इंटीग्रेटेड फॉर्म में ही साथ साथ डिवाइड होगा बैक्टीरिया की लाइफ साइकिल के साथ. ठीक है, and it will not cause the lysis unless it can get converted into the lytic cycle. However, when the phage DNA tries to come out, it get disintegrated from the host chromosome, comes out the cytoplasm and can behave as a lytic cycle. So this is easy to understand by this diagram कि lytic cycle और lysogenic cycle में क्या difference है. We can see कि this is the bacteria that has been infected with the bacteriophage. Bacteriophage ने अपना DNA release किया, DNA fragments, and these red fragments are the fragments of the bacteria. ठीक है, when the head formation takes place and the bacterial chromosomes DNA is also incorporated, and जब वो virions daughter virions निकलेंगे, it will cause the burst lysis of the bacteria. This is lytic cycle. Now next is the lysogenic cycle में क्या हुआ कि जो bacterial DNA that is incorporated with the phage DNA material, that will also get multiplied with the binary fission of the bacteria. ठीक है, and it will also divide along with the life cycle of the bacteria, and this is how it is present in integrated form in the bacteria. But sometimes the lysogenic cycle can get converted into the lytic cycle as well. Now coming next to the types of the transduction. Transduction दो types के होते हैं. One is the generalized and another is the specialized. ठीक है, नाउ जनरलाइज्ड में क्या होगा कि कोई भी ट्रांसफर, कोई भी पार्ट का बैक्टीरियल जो सेल है उसके कोई भी जीनोम का ट्रांसफर हो जाता है, मेनली किस साइकिल में, को लाइटिक साइकिल में. ठीक है, इफ यू रिमेंबर लाइटिक साइकिल में जो डीएनए फ्रेगमेंट्स है that were नॉन स्पेसिफिकली टेकन अप बाय द डॉटर विरियंस, जबकि ये डिफेक्टिव असेंबली है क्योंकि इट इज नॉट सपोज टू कि इट इंटीग्रेटेड फॉर्म विद द फेज डीएनए, बट इट इज अ डिफेक्टिव असेंबली जिसमें कोई भी नॉन स्पेसिफिक फ्रेगमेंट है बैक्टीरिया का, दैट इज टेकन अप बाय द डॉटर विरियंस एंड इट इज ट्रांसफर टू द नेक्स्ट बैक्टीरिया. सो इट इज जनरलाइज्ड ट्रांसडक्शन, that it involves the transfer of any part of the donor bacterial genome into the recipient bacteria, and generalized transduction usually occurs as a result of a defective assembly. ठीक है, during the lytic cycle or the virulent cycle and sometimes during temperate phase as well. Now, packaging error may occur occasionally due to defective assembly of the daughter phage. Instead of their own DNA, a part of DNA may accidentally and incorporated in the daughter bacteriophage. Okay? What points to remember that any part of the bacterial donor DNA can get incorporated, plus it is a defective assembly, and the resulting bacteriophage, that is a transducing phage, often injects the donor DNA into another bacterial cell but does not initiate a lytic cycle as the original phage of the DNA is lost. Therefore, generalized transduction में क्या होगा कि additional DNA has been incorporated and the original form the phage DNA का था वो चला जाएगा. Therefore, it is not able to induce the lysis of the bacteria. Therefore, lysis of the bacteria will not takes place. नाउ इट डिपेंड्स कि ट्रांसडक्शन अबॉर्टिव में चला गया, सिंगल स्टेबल जीन ट्रांसफर में चला गया, अनस्टेबल जीन ट्रांसफर में. These points are not that important, but for the terminology it is that abortive transduction में क्या होगा कि DNA that transfer DNA it's transfer तो हो गया DNA phage की वजह से, और but it is not incorporated with the recipient bacterial chromosome. ठीक है, although it is able to survive. Stable DNA transfer, the donor DNA gets integrated with the recipient bacterial chromosome, and unstable, it gets disintegrated by the host cell enzymes. This is the same cycle of the transduction, the generalized cycle. Now coming to the restricted or the specialized transduction, as the name indicates कि restricted or the specialized, मतलब इसमें क्या होगा, जो specific part होगा, जो DNA chromosome जो bacteria का specific part होगा, only that is available for the transfer. उसमें कौन सा adjacent part, कौन सा adjacent part, जैसे कि ये bacteria था and the bacteriophage का जो DNA था that got incorporated with the bacterial DNA, तो जो adjacent part होगा सिर्फ वो transfer होगा to the next bacteria. So this is restricted or the specialized transduction, that is it is restricted to the adjacent chromosomal material of the bacteria only. See, right? So in contrast to generalized transduction जिसमें lytic cycle में कोई भी fragment उठा लिया था bacteria का, host bacteria का, the general specialized transduction doesn't follow the same way. Now, the restrictive transduction is capable of transducing only a particular genetic segment of the bacterial chromosome that is present adjacent to the phage DNA. ठीक है, now it occurs a result whatever happens in the bacteriophage due to it occurs due to defective assembly in the or in the disintegration of the lysogenic phase. हमने देखा था जो generalized phase that was occurring in the lytic cycle and this occurs in the lysogenic cycle. If you remember lysogenic cycle में क्या हुआ था कि लाइसोजेनिक साइकिल में बैक्टीरियल क्रोमोसोम डीएनए फेज के डीएनए के साथ एक साथ इंटीग्रेटेड फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट था, तो जैसे ही सेपरेट हुआ वापस जैसे सेपरेट हुआ तो एडजेसेंट बैक्टीरिया के क्रोमोसोम को साथ लेके जाएगा. सो दिस इज हाउ इट इज स्पेशलाइज्ड. Now, very important, remember that it has been studied in the lambda phage of the E. coli. Easy to remember, it is present in the, it is was seen in the lambda phase of the E. coli. When a prophage क्या होगा? When a lysogenic bacteriophage is integrated with the bacterial chromosome. So this is prophage. What is, just a second, हाँ, दिस इज प्रोफेज. ठीक है, ये प्रोफेज हो गया, ये दोनों, ये प्रोफेज का मतलब क्या हो गया कि जो बैक्टीरिया का क्रोमोसोम है वो फेज के डीएनए कंटेंट के साथ इंटीग्रेटेड फॉर्म में जो प्रेजेंट है, दैट इज प्रोफेज, एंड द bacteria is lysogenic bacteria. So when a prophage, lysogenic bacteriophage is integrated with the bacterial chromosome, leaves the host chromosome, portion of the bacterial chromosome present adjacent to the phage DNA may get wrongly excised along with it. Such transducing phage carrying a part of the bacterial DNA in addition to DNA when infecting another. Right, so the transfer of the donor DNA takes two place, that is the entire transducing genome and gets integrated to the recipient chromosome, and another is the crossover between the donor DNA and the recipient DNA. Now, what is the role of the transduction? Now, role of the transduction is that transduction is also a method of transfer of the plasmids and the episomes. ठीक है, now drug resistance transduction may be a mechanism for the transfer of the bacterial genes for the drug resistance and for the gene therapy treatment that we are using nowadays. Now this is the same specialized transduction. Specialized transduction में क्या देखा, ये prophage है, that is integrated form present for the bacterial chromosome and the plasmid, and this has disintegrated or adjacent part जो है chromosome का bacterial chromosome को साथ लेके निकला, that will release in the daughter virios and will infect the next bacteria. ठीक है, this is the specialized transduction. Coming next to lysogenic conversion. During a temperate or the lysogenic life cycle, the phage DNA, मैंने क्या था lysogenic conversion, lysogenic bacteria का मतलब क्या हुआ कि जो प्रोफेज जो प्रेजेंट है, दिस इज प्रोफेज. प्रोफेज का मतलब क्या होता है, दो चीजें मिला के प्रोफेज बनी, दैट इज अ बैक्टीरियल क्रोमोसोम और इसके साथ बैक्टीरियोफेज का डीएनए कंटेंट, वो मिला के प्रोफेज बना. ठीक है, उस बैक्टीरिया को अपन ये प्रोसेस को अपन लाइसोजेनिक कन्वर्जन बोलेंगे एंड इट इज द लाइसोजेनिक बैक्टीरिया. सो ड्यूरिंग द टेम्परेट और द लाइसोजेनिक लाइफ साइकिल, द phage DNA remains integrated with the bacterial chromosome or as a prophage and which multiplies synchronously with the bacterial DNA. The prophage acts as an additional chromosomal element which encodes for a new characters and is transferred to the daughter cells. This process is known as the lysogeny or the lysogenic conversion. It imparts toxicity to the bacteria, mainly seen in the Corynebacterium diphtheria. That is, it is the phage-mediated toxicity that is seen in the Corynebacterium diphtheria. Now, the examples of the phage-mediated toxicity is important to remember and can be remembered by the mnemonic, that is the VCEE, that is VCE2. That is what it is the B for botulism toxin, C for cholera, now D for diphtheria, E for exotoxin of the streptococcus, and another E is for the E. coli. So easy to remember that the BCDE2 is for the phage mediated toxin, that is bacteriophage mediated toxin, that is B, C, D, E, and 2. Right, now moving next, these are the same examples that we have read. Now coming next to the conjugation. Coming next to the conjugation. Conjugation is a very important topic and very confusing topic as well. So we have to know the basics of the conjugation. Now, conjugation refers to the transfer of the genetic material from one bacteria, that is the donor bacteria or the male bacteria, to another bacteria, that is the recipient bacteria, female bacteria, or the F negative bacteria. ठीक है, by mating or contact with each other and forming a conjugation tube. Conjugation takes place with the help of conjugation tube or the sex pilus tube that we read, and it was discovered by the Lideberg and the Tatum on the E. coli K12 strain. So important to remember, it was discovered on the E. coli K12 strain. Now coming first to the F positive and the F negative mating. So this is the F positive bacteria. This is the F negative bacteria or the female bacteria or the recipient bacteria, and this is the F positive or the donor bacteria. ठीक है, अब इसके पास क्या होगा कि अपना प्लाज्मिड होगा. That plasmid will make 2 copies. ठीक है, and with the help of the conjugation tube, this plasmid will get transferred to the adjacent bacteria. This is the mating of the F positive and F negative cell, and the F negative cell will get converted into the F positive cell. So F positive cell, also called as the donor of the male bacteria, contains a plasmid called as the F factor or the fertility factor, and the bacteria lacking the F factor called the recipient of the female or the F negative cell. Now F factor is a conjugative plasmid that is carried. One more important thing, that is कि ना इसमें जो F positive cell conjugation tube है, जो that is only possible on those bacteria that are having the TRA genes. ठीक है, नॉट एवरी बैक्टीरिया इज केपेबल ऑफ शोइंग द कॉन्जुगेशन, दैट इज ओनली प्रेजेंस ऑफ द ट्रा जीन्स. जो ट्रा जीन्स की वजह से सेक्स पाइलस ट्यूब का फॉर्मेशन इज पॉसिबल एंड थ्रू विच द कॉन्जुगेशन विल टेक्स प्लेस. ठीक है, now that encodes for the formation of the sex pilus that helps in the conjugation, and the F pilus brings the donor and the nearby recipient close to each other and form a conjugation tube. Now moving next to the next slide, that is during conjugation the plasmid DNA replicates by the rolling circle mechanism and copy moves to the recipient bacteria through the conjugation tube in the recipient. Then in the recipient, the entering strand is copied to produce a complete F factor with double-stranded DNA. As a result, the F negative becomes the F positive cell, and in turn, the conjugate with other F negative cell and also convert those F negative cell to F positive cell. So this is the F positive cell. इसको अपन donor cell भी कहते हैं, fertility cell भी कहते हैं, and this is the F negative or the female or the recipient bacterial cell. The conjugation tube formation will take place with the help of which gene, that is the TRA genes, right? That is formation of the TRA genes, and with the help of the TRA genes the another copy of the plasmid that has been formed is transferred, and therefore the F negative cell will also become the F positive cell or the fertility cell. Now next is the high frequency conjugation. ठीक है, now high frequency conjugation it is what एपिसोम. ठीक है, एपिसोम क्या देखा था आप लोगों ने कि ये बैक्टीरियल सेल है, इसमें प्लाज्मिड प्रेजेंट है एंड द क्रोमोसोम ऑफ द बैक्टीरिया. ठीक है, नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन नाउ कि बैक्टीरिया में दिस प्लाज्मिड इज इंटीग्रेटेड अलोंग विद द chromosomal material of the DNA. So इसको अपन बोलेंगे HFR. ठीक है, now something is added up, so it is high frequency. We can remember high frequency जल्दी जल्दी जाएगा दूसरी बैक्टीरिया में through conjugation tube. तो पहले ही conjugation tube break हो जाएगी and only a few of the not complete HFR is able to get transferred to the adjacent bacteria. Therefore HFR is incapable of converting the F negative cell to F positive, क्योंकि पूरा प्लाज्मिड पूरा फर्टिलिटी फैक्टर तो ट्रांसफर ही नहीं हुआ, उससे पहले ही कॉन्जुगेशन ट्यूब टूट गई. ठीक है, सो easy to remember. F factor being a plasmid, it may integrate with the bacterial chromosome and behaves as an episome. Such donor cells are able to transfer chromosomal DNA. Chromosomal DNA to transfer होगा लेकिन फर्टे वो भी पूरा नहीं होगा, कुछ chromosomal DNA and कुछ plasmid transfer होगा. Complete plasmid will not be transferred. Complete fertility factor will not be transferred. Therefore, the cell will not get converted into the F positive cell. And very important to remember. ठीक है, now with high frequency in comparison to a positive cell, therefore named HFR. Now during conjugation of the HFR with the F negative cell, only few chromosomal genes along with the part of the F factor get transferred, and the connection between the cell usually breaks before the whole genome is transferred. As the entire F factor doesn't get transferred following the conjugation, F recipient doesn't become the F positive. Very, very important to remember. It will not become the F positive cell. Now moving next to the, this is the same HFR, that is एपिसोम फॉर्मेशन. एपिसोम फॉर्मेशन का क्या मतलब हुआ, एक तो प्रोफेज तो क्या होता था जब फेज प्रोफेज फेज का डीएनए with the bacterial DNA is phage DNA, that is prophage, and this episome, that is the plasmid combined with the chromosomal DNA of the bacteria. ठीक है, so these two terms are different. इसमें क्या हुआ HFR में, whenever the HFR will try to move through the conjugation tube, the conjugation will break down and incapable of transferring the complete fertility factor, only few chromosomal DNA. ठीक है, now one is the F dash conjugation. And how did you remember that F dash conjugation किस चीज का बना, F plus dash, that is F is the F factor फर्टिलिटी फैक्टर एंड डैश दैट इज अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ द बैक्टीरियल क्रोमोसोम. तो ये कैसे बना, ये अपन ने क्या देखा था कि ये क्या था, बैक्टीरियल क्रोमोसोम विद द प्लाज्मिड. ठीक है, नाउ इट विल, ये HFR कहते थे अपन इसको. तो HFR क्या होता है, वापस नॉर्मल स्टेट में आने की कोशिश करेगा. व्हेन इट विल कम इनटू द नॉर्मल स्टेट, ठीक है, नाउ दिस प्लाज्मिड फैक्टर fertility factor along with it will carry a little bit of the chromosome of the bacteria. ठीक है, अब इसको बोलेंगे अपन F dash, मतलब F factor with the dash. ठीक है, that is little bit of the chromosome of the bacteria. So now this HFR is reversible, तभी it is able to reconvert to its trying to reconvert to its original form, so this is reversible. Important to remember, it may sometimes carry with it when it separates, it may sometimes carry it with some chromosomal DNA from the adjacent site of the attachment, and such an F factor carrying some chromosomal DNA is named as the F dash or the F prime factor. When the F dash cell conjugates with the recipient, it transfer the host. अब क्या होगा कि ये जो F dash cell है, that is ये जो एफ डैश सेल है, एफ प्राइम सेल है, ये जब कॉन्जुगेट करेगी दूसरी बैक्टीरिया के साथ, इट इज एबल टू कंप्लीटली ट्रांसफर द एफ डैश फैक्टर, सो द नेक्स्ट एडजेसेंट बैक्टीरिया विल आल्सो बिकम द एफ प्राइम फैक्टर. ठीक है, सो इंपॉर्टेंट टू रिमेंबर, ओनली इट इज एचएफआर दैट इज नॉट एबल टू कन्वर्ट द एफ पॉजिटिव सेल टू एफ नेगेटिव सेल, इसमें कंप्लीट ट्रांसफर होता है नहीं. इसके अलावा जो बाकी दो प्रोसेस है, बोथ विल कन्वर्ट. So important to remember. So, and this process is called as the sexduction. When F cell conjugates with the recipient, it transfers the host DNA with along with the F factor. This process is known as the sexduction. ठीक है, conjugation plays an important role in the transfer of the plasmids for the antibacterial drug resistance, जैसे कि resistance transfer factor and the bacteriocin production. We see how it takes place with the help of the RTF. Now, role of the conjugation in the bacteria. One is the R factor. The question we just did on the R factor. R factor दो चीजों से मिलके बना होता है. One is the RTF and another is the R determinant. ठीक है, RTF भी plasmid है, R determinant भी plasmid है, but R determinant contains the gene coding for the resistance for the drug, and RTF is able to form the conjugation tube that is helping in the transfer of the R factor. ठीक है, तो R factor is plasmid which is two components, and RTF it is the plasmid responsible for the conjugation transfer, and the R determinant is responsible for the bacterial resistance for the antibiotics. और R determinant एक बैक्टीरिया में आर डिटर्मिनेंट एक से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, तो इस आरटीएफ में ये आर डिटर्मिनेंट है और ये अपना आरटीएफ है. ठीक है, इट इज केपेबल ऑफ हैविंग मोर देन वन आर डिटर्मिनेंट. समटाइम्स द आर फैक्टर डिसोसिएट, कई बार आरटीएफ और आर फैक्टर अलग अलग हो जाता है, एंड दे आर केपेबल ऑफ हैविंग इंडिपेंडेंट सर्वाइवल विद इन द बैक्टीरिया. ठीक है, एग्जांपल वी हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट इज ई कोलाई. द रेजिस्टेंस इन ई कोलाई इज सीन बाय द to the RTF. Now this is what? This is the R factor. R factor क्या है? Factor तो मतलब प्लाज्मिड है. उसमें दो चीजें होती है, RTF and the R determinant. तो RTF तो ये तो अपने पास है RTF सेगमेंट जो कि कॉन्जुगेशन ट्यूब बना के कॉन्जुगेशन करवाएगा, और ये अपने सेवरल R determinants. That is more than one R determinant can also be present in the same R factor. ठीक है, now what is the fate of the donor DNA? The donor DNA either get degraded by the host nucleus or the donor DNA get integrated with the recipient chromosome. Now coming to some of the important morphology topics of the bacteria and anatomy of the bacteria. Now first, that is the depending on the shape of the bacteria, या तो कोकाई, that is the meaning क्या होता है, इसका meaning होता है berry shape. ठीक है, और another is the bacilli or the rods. Now examples, typical examples that we have to remember are, one is that the, ये तो पहले याद करोगे ना, there are some bacteria which are weakly gram stained, and for them, for the demonstration of their shape, we do not use the gram stain, because cocci and the bacilli we usually use the gram stain to see the shape, right? So जैसे स्पाइरोकेट्स हो गया, माइकोप्लाज्मा हो गया, रिकेट्सिया, क्लैमिडिया, बिकॉज रिकेट्सिया, क्लैमिडिया दे ऑब्लिगेट इंटरसेलुलर बैक्टीरिया, सो डिफिकल्ट टू स्टेन थ्रू द ग्राम स्टेनिंग. माइकोप्लाज्मा के पास सेल वॉल नहीं है, तो क्रिस्टल वॉलेट स्टेन कहाँ से रहेगा? एंड स्पाइरोकेट्स, that is a thin spiral coiled bacilli, difficult to stain. So these three are not able, we do not use the gram stain to see the morphology of the bacteria. ठीक है, now bacterial cell anatomy, that the topics we'll see later. Now this is the spirochete that is showing the corkscrew appearance or corkscrew motility. ठीक है, now the one basic difference with the chlamydia and rickettsia. Chlamydia and rickettsia are also not stained by the gram stain to see the shape, and one is that the chlamydia can produce ATP and the rickettsia cannot produce. This can produce ATP while the chlamydia cannot, and it is transferred from person to person, while rickettsia is transferred from the arthropod vectors. Now, gram-positive coca, the shape will be important. And we just saw that it is the staphylococcus that is present in the cluster form or the grape shape form. Important to remember. Streptococcus shape कैसी होगी? Chain shaped. If you can see the chain shape. Pneumococcus is what in pairs, and this micrococcus in the tetrads and octet in sarcine. Now, gram-negative cocci that we have to remember because they do not retain the crystal violet stain in the cell wall. Therefore, they are gram-negative staining and they will not appear as purple. Now, in pairs are the meningococcus and the this pneumococci and the gonococci, and the basic difference that we have to remember is that gonococci कैसे होता है kidney shaped and meningococci they are what bean shaped. We can remember this simply कि m को अपन उल्टा अगर लिखे तो this will write this right, so it is bean shaped. Easy to remember. Remember one other simple to remember. They both are arranged in pairs, and this meningococci, how did you remember? M, that is reverse, that is bean shaped, and meningococci having the pili on the surfaces. So it is capsulated. A pili is present in the gonococci. Now coming to the gram-positive bacilli. Now gram-positive bacilli, Bacillus anthracis. We have to remember that Bacillus anthracis B4B. It is bamboo stick appearance of Bacillus anthracis. Very important slide, that is the bamboo stick appearance similar to the bamboo. Okay, important to remember. Another is the Corynebacterium diphtheria, that is the Chinese letter form V-shaped form, that is the Corynebacterium diphtheria Chinese letter of the cuneiform shape. And palisade form, that is palisade का मतलब क्या होता है, that is fencing. ठीक है, that is seen in the diphtheroids. And the next is the filamentous form, that is the actinomyces and the nocardia. This is the Bacillus anthracis form. This slide is important. This is I guess this is on the tips for every student. This is the diphtheroids for the palisade, and this is the actinomyces nocardia. Remember the treatment for the nocardia is remembered by the mnemonic snap, that is the sulfonamide uh, snap, that is the sulfonamide stands for the nocardia, will give for the nocardia, and for the actinomyces will give the penicillin. Okay, remember the treatment of the choice, and it is an important to remember the treatment for both of these bacteria. How do we differentiate it? Will not go into detail again. Now coming to gram negative bacilli. Now, gram-negative bacilli, one is the H influenza, that is they are Coccobacilli. They can also show the pleomorphic shape to Coccobacilli. Coccobacilli मतलब कि ना तो ये coccus है ना ही ये bacilli है, that is an intermediate form of the Coccobacilli is present in the H influenza. This is what, this is similar, this is important slide, easy to remember कि क्या thumb ऐसा लगा जैसे कि किसी ने thumb print किया है. So this is thumbprint appearance seen in the Bordetella purchases. ठीक है. Another is the comma shape, easy to remember, everyone knows, is the Vibrio cholerae, that is fish in the stream appearance, and the Campylobacter H. pylori having the curved appearance. So this is the H influenza having the Coccobacilli shape. This is important slide, that is a thumbprint that is seen in the bacteroids Bordetella purchases. ठीक है. And this is the fish in the stream appearance seen in the Vibrio cholerae or the comma shaped appearance. ठीक है. Now coming to some important points of the bacterial cell wall. ठीक है. Bacterial cell wall, bacterial cell wall is important because it protects the cell against the osmotic lysis, and it confers the rigidity to the bacterial cell, and the virulence factors are also present in the, that is endotoxin and the endotoxin that is present in the cell wall, and after the release it actually shows the virulence factor. Now, and antibodies are also present in the bacterial cell wall. Important points to remember between the exotoxin and endotoxin. How do we remember कि endo में en आता है, that is n for the negative, and that is it is present in the gram negative cell wall. ठीक है। एंड समथिंग दैट इज प्रेजेंट इन द सेल वॉल, तो उसको रिलीज करने के लिए हम सेल वॉल को तोड़नी पड़ेगी, तो दैट इज डिसइंटीग्रेशन ऑफ द सेल वॉल, द एंडोटॉक्सिन इज रिलीज्ड. सो टू मेजर पॉइंट्स, वन इज द एंडोटॉक्सिन and for negative present in the gram negative, and by the that is present in the cell wall, so by the disintegration of the cell wall. And since it is present in the gram negative, as I told you, gram negative में क्या होता है, आउटर सेल मेम्ब्रेन होती है और उसमें क्या होता है, एलपीएस होता है, ठीक है, दैट इज अ लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड. सो gram negative cell wall having the endotoxin, they are what, lipopolysaccharide in nature compared to that of the exotoxin that is released by the gram positive mainly, and they are protein in nature. The exotoxin, they are highly infectious and they are highly toxic and they are highly antigenic. Since they are highly antigenic, therefore they can be converted to the toxoid, while the endotoxin cannot be converted to the toxoid because they are poorly antigenic. So important point, remember, E and N stand for negative, gram negative cell, and gram negative cell में outer membrane में LPS होता था, so that is specifically present in the gram negative. So it is lipopolysaccharide in nature and it is poorly antigenic, therefore not possible to make the toxoid. Can be remembered by the mnemonic E and endotoxin, that is N for negative and N for cannot make the toxin. Okay, cannot be converted into toxoid. So okay, now coming to the gram positive cell wall and the gram negative cell wall. As I told you, some important difference point between the gram positive and the gram negative cell wall. एक तो अपन को ये you can clearly see the thickening of the peptidoglycan layer. That is, the peptidoglycan layer is very thick in the gram positive cell wall and it is very thin in the gram negative सेल वॉल. ठीक है, इसके अलावा तुमको और क्या दिख रहा है, इसके अलावा ये दिख रहा है कि अपने पास एक आउटर मेम्ब्रेन भी है जो कि ग्राम पॉजिटिव सेल वॉल में प्रेजेंट नहीं है, एंड दैट आउटर मेम्ब्रेन इज कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ द लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड एंड दैट इज एबल टू फॉर्म द एक्सो, दैट बाय डिसइंटीग्रेशन द एंडोटॉक्सिन इज रिलीज्ड एंड दैट इज एलपीएस इन नेचर. ठीक है, इसके अलावा ग्राम पॉजिटिव को कैसे याद करता है, प्लस का मतलब एक तो थिकनिंग ऑफ पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन लेयर एंड अनदर प्लस को दैट इज टी, extending T, this strip will get the plus sign. So T is what, teichoic acid, that is present in the gram positive cell wall. So gram positive cell wall gram positive is simpler, although it is thicker. That gram negative, the peptidoglycan layer is thicker, but it is simpler, as you can clearly see in the appreciate in this image. Peptidoglycan in gram negative cell wall is much thicker, and we have to remember it is around 500 to 100 layers or 16 to 80 nanometer in the thickness. Okay, and the gram positive cell wall is made up of the alternate units of the NAM and the NAG, that is the N-acetyl muramic acid and the N-acetyl ग्लूकोजामीन. ठीक है, अब क्या होगा कि जो नाग ऑल्टरनेटिव लेयर जो है नाग और नाग की, ठीक है, नीचे भी ऑल्टरनेटिव, जस्ट अ सेकेंड, जो ऑल्टरनेटिव लेयर है नाग और नाग की, they are consisting of the tetrapeptide chains. ठीक है, and these tetrapeptide chains are held together with the pentaglycine chain. ये tetrapeptide chain हो गई जो वर्टिकल हुई, टी में डंडी दैट इज वर्टिकल, मेन जो दैट इज, एंड इट इज पेंटाग्लाइसिन चेन दैट इज कनेक्टिंग द टू पेट्रापेप्टाइड चेन. नाउ दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू रिमेंबर दैट द tetrapeptide chain है ना, that is interacted with another tetrapeptide chain with the help of the pentaglycine chain, because pentaglycine chain is not present in the gram negative, it is only present in the gram positive, therefore we have to remember it. ठीक है, a tetrapeptide chain ascended by the molecule is composed of the L-alanine, D-glutamine, L-lysine, and the L-lysine of the one tetrapeptide chain is covalently linked to the terminal D-alanine. Even if you don't remember this, just forget it, but we have to remember that pentaglycine chain is present in the gram positive and it is absent in the gram negative. The gram negative पास कुछ और होता है, उसके पास pentaglycine chain नहीं होती है. इनफैक्ट उसको क्या है, टेट्रापेप्टाइड चेन को जोड़ने के लिए पेंटाग्लाइसिन चेन की जरूरत ही नहीं है, क्योंकि उसके पास पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन लेयर जो है कम है. यहाँ पे अपन को स्टेबिलिटी चाहिए तो अपन हॉरिजॉन्टल चेन भी अपन यूज कर रहे हैं. सो दिस इज हाउ वी कैन रिमेंबर इट. नाउ कमिंग टू द टिकोइक एसिड, हाउ वी रिमेंबर, प्लस टी that is present in the plus, that is it is present in the gram positive cell. Now they are the polymers of the glycerol. Just remember, they contain a significant amount of the teichoic acid which is absent in the gram negative cell, and they are polymers of what? Glycerol or ribitol. Okay, so they are polymers of the glycerol. These molecules may maintain the structure, and there are two types of teichoic acid. One is the cell wall teichoic acid and another is the lipoteichoic acid. Okay, now we saw that what is the lipoteichoic acid extending up to the cell membrane, and this is the cell wall teichoic acid present externally on the surface. Now coming to the next important, that is the gram negative cell wall, and the gram negative cell wall is more complex than the gram negative cell wall, and it also contains the similar alternative layers of the NAM and NAM, but here that for joining the tetrapeptide chains, peptaglycin is not present. Instead, a mesodiaminopymallic acid is present at the third position of the tetrapeptide chain. ये भी पेंटाग्लाइसिन चेन की तरह जोड़ नहीं रही, ये भी टेट्रापेप्टाइड चेन में मॉडिफिकेशन है, mesodiaminopymallic acid that is present in the tetrapeptide chain. The tetrapeptide chains are directly linked to each other by the covalent linkage between the D-alanine and other chain with mesodiaminopymallic acid of the adjacent chain. Just remember that mesodiaminopymallic acid is present in the gram negative cell and not in the gram positive cell. नाउ कमिंग टू द आउटर मेम्ब्रेन, हमने क्या देखा कि आउटर मेम्ब्रेन ग्राम पॉजिटिव सेल में है ही नहीं, इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द ग्राम नेगेटिव सेल ओनली. ठीक है, एंड इट हैज द पोरीज आर आल्सो प्रेजेंट इन द ग्राम नेगेटिव बट मेनली प्रेजेंट इन द gram negative cell. This is a phospholipid layer which lies outside the peptidoglycan layer, firmly attached to the latter by the membrane protein that is a bronze lipoprotein. ठीक है, पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन लेयर है, उसके ऊपर अपनी आउटर मेम्ब्रेन है, एंड एज वी सॉ कि आउटर मेम्ब्रेन में एलपीएस है, दैट इज एक्सोटॉक्सिन, रिलीजिंग द एक्सोटॉक्सिन. ठीक है, नाउ दिस इज द पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन लेयर and it is attached with the outer membrane with the bronze lipoprotein. ठीक है, now it serves as a protective barrier to the cell, that is the outer membrane protein or the porin, having the porin proteins. They are specialized proteins which are helping the transfer of the molecules. Now coming to important next topic, that is the lipopolysaccharide, and as I told you लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड जो है वो केवल किसमें प्रेजेंट है? ग्राम नेगेटिव में. दूसरा हमने क्या याद किया था? लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड किसमें प्रेजेंट है? आउटर मेम्ब्रेन में, एंड एंडोटॉक्सिन इज रिलीज्ड बाय द लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड. ठीक है, अब लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड की 3 फर्दर स्ट्रक्चर होता है. ठीक है, व्हेन वी गो इनटू द केमिकल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड, दैट इज द OCA. ठीक है, नाउ द लेयर इज यूनिक टू ग्राम नेगेटिव which is absent in the gram positive. We have seen this. Now coming to the internal most, that is the ACO, that is the lipid A or the endotoxin. The endotoxin is due to the lipid A. It has the endotoxin activity such as the pyrogenicity, lethal effect and all. And next is the core polysaccharide, and it consists of 10 to 12 sugar molecules, and in outermost is the O antigen or the somatic antigen, and it is the most variable antigen that is present, and it is mainly responsible for the different bacterial strains due to the variability that is seen in the O antigen. ठीक है, तो लिपिड ए और द एंडोटॉक्सिन, इट इज हैज द एंडोटॉक्सिन एक्टिविटीज. नेक्स्ट इज द कोर पॉलीसैकेराइड, इट इज प्रोजेक्टेड फ्रॉम द A and this core polysaccharide is what? Sugar moieties, and the O antigen, that is it is a polysaccharide chain extending outwards, and it greatly varies in the composition. Bacterial strains vary in the composition of the O antigen, which is used for the serotyping of the bacteria. ठीक है, now moving next is the cell membrane. The cell membrane is famously given by the fluid mosaic model that we use for the cell membrane till now, and it differs from the eukaryotic cells because cell membrane of bacteria does not contain the sterols. ठीक है, but it do contains the sterol like material, and the one exception is everywhere, so therefore mycoplasma is an exception where the sterols are present. ठीक है, fluid mosaic model is most widely accepted current model to describe the membrane surface and composed of the bilayer phospholipid layer. It differs from the eukaryotic membrane that it lacks sterol or such as cholesterol, but exception is what? Mycoplasma. However, some bacterial membrane may do contain the pentacyclisterol like molecules called hapenoids. ठीक है, remember this. इनमें स्टीरोल्स नहीं होता, लेकिन स्टीरोल लाइक मॉलिक्यूल्स दैट इज द हैपेनोइड्स इज प्रेजेंट, एंड इन माइक्रोप्लाज्मा, even microplasma, sterols are present. It is semi-permeable membrane and it has the transport functions, and special receptor molecules are also present in the cell membrane, so no need to go into the detail. Now coming next to the cytoplasm matrix. Now साइटोप्लाज्म मैट्रिक्स में अपन क्या बात करेंगे, अपन मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनल्स की बात करेंगे, और बैक्टीरिया के साइटोप्लाज्म में क्या क्या होता है उसकी बात करेंगे. इट इज साइटोप्लाज्म मैट्रिक्स मेनली कंपोज्ड ऑफ द 70% ऑफ द बैक्टीरियल वाटर, 70% ऑफ द वाटर इन द बैक्टीरिया इज व्हाट the consisting of constituting the cytoplasm matrix. Now first that we'll read about is a ribosome. Now, ribosome, as we know, it is the site of the protein synthesis, and in the prokaryote, it is a 70S ribosome that is consisting of the subunits of the 30S and the 50S subunits of the ribosome. ठीक है. Now, ribosome they form the polysomes. Polysomes क्या है कि जो mRNA की जो strand है 5 to 3 end पे, उस पे जाके they help in the translation of the protein, so forming the polysomes. That is, they ribosomes are composed of the ribosomes are the sites of the protein synthesis. They are composed of the RNA and the ribosomal proteins. Okay, they are composed of the RNA and the proteins, and the ribosomes are integrated with the mRNA to form the polysomes. At this side, genetic codon is translated in the peptide sequence. So described कि 70s, 30s, 50s subunits होती है, polysome बनाते हैं, and consisting of the proteins and the RNA. This is what this is the polysome. Okay. Now moving next to the intracytoplasmic inclusion bodies. Now intracytoplasmic inclusion bodies, now they are storage site of the nutrition of the energy in the bacteria. और ये दो टाइप के होते हैं, one is the organic and another is the inorganic. ठीक है. ऑर्गेनिक में जैसे कि अपने ग्लाइकोजन ग्रैनुअल्स हो गए, या फिर पॉलीहाइड्रोक्सिल ब्यूटारेट ग्रैनुअल्स हो गए. इसके अलावा इनऑर्गेनिक ग्रैनुअल्स जैसे कि पॉलीमेटाफॉस्फेटेज और वॉलेटिन ग्रैनुअल्स और मेटाक्रोमेटिक ग्रैनुअल्स जो कि प्रेजेंट होते हैं कॉर्निबैक्टीरियम डिप्थीरिया में. ठीक है. सो इंट्रासाइटोप्लाज्मिक इंक्लूजन बॉडीज मेनली क्या होता है, स्टोरेज एनर्जी होते हैं, स्टोरेज हाउस होते हैं फॉर द एनर्जी इन द न्यूट्रिएंट डेफिशिएंट एनवायरनमेंट. दो तरह के होते हैं, ऑर्गेनिक एंड द इनऑर्गेनिक. अगर ऑर्गेनिक है जैसे ग्लाइकोजन ग्रैनुअल्स हो गया, पॉलीहाइड्रोक्सिल ब्यूटारेट, और इनऑर्गेनिक है दैट वी सी इन द Cornybacterium diphtheria, that is the volatin granules, or the polymetaphosphatase or metachromatic granules. Coming to the next important thing, that is M4M, that is mesosome, is similar to that of M, that is a mitochondria in the eukaryotes. क्योंकि बैक्टीरिया में माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया नहीं होता, तो एनर्जी कहाँ से बनेगी, उसके लिए भी कुछ चाहिए, तो उसके लिए मेसोसोम होता है. दैट इज M4M, दैट इज मेसोसोम, सिमिलर टू दैट ऑफ द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया. ठीक है. एज वी कैन क्लियरली अप्रिशिएट कि मेसोसोम्स क्या है, इन दिस इनवर्ट इन्वेजिनेशन है किसका, सेल मेम्ब्रेन का. इट मे बी आइदर वेसिकुलर फॉर्म, ट्यूबुलर फॉर्म और लेमिनी फॉर्म, and they are generally more prominent in the gram positive compared to the gram negative. They are involved in the bacterial respiration for the formation of the ATP, and they possess the respiratory enzymes analogous to mitochondria. तो mitochondria नहीं है, but mitochondria का function कौन कर रहा है, mesosome, and they are mostly present in the gram positive bacteria. Now moving next to the nucleoid, bacteria does not have true nucleus, तो इसका जो chromosome material है irregular shaped region में present है, that is a nucleoid, and there is no nuclear membrane, no nucleus, only nucleoid is present. The bacterial DNA lacks basic proteins. However, some bacteria have linear chromosome and some have two chromosomes. They possess single haploid chromosome consisting of supercoiled circular DNA. So what we have to remember, one is that nucleus is not present, nuclear bound organelle membrane is not present. Another is that double stranded DNA is present in single haploid chromosome. Okay. Now moving next to the cell wall appendages. Coming to the cell wall appendages, we'll see that it is the capsule and the slime layer and the biofilm that formation takes place. A capsule is the cell wall appendages, they are mainly made up of the viscid material that we have to remember, that is the glycocalyx. ठीक है। अब ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स क्या है? व्हेन द ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स लेयर इज वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड इट फॉर्म्स द कैप्सूल, एंड व्हेन इट इज irregularly diffusely unorganized manner it is water slime layer, and when two three bacteria attach irreversible to each other in hostile environment they form the biofilm and that provide resistance to the bacteria. ठीक है। Examples of the gram positive and the gram negative cell, that is the bacillus biofilm formation, that is the bacillus species mainly we have to remember. Other than this, these are the other examples of the biofilm, and they are seen in both the gram positive and the gram negative, such as E. coli and Pseudomonas. But one example we have to remember is the bacillus. Now, examples of the capsules are very, very important. So this is the mnemonic that we use to see the capsulated bacteria, because direct questions is asked from the capsulated bacteria. That is, some bacteria have an effective paste surrounding membrane yielding pseudophore bypass killing. ठीक है। स्ट्रेप्टोकोकस निमोनी, बैक्टीरियड्स, एच इन्फ्लुएंजा, एंथ्रेक्स, ई कोलाई, पैस्चुला, सैल्मोनेला, मेनिंजाइटिस, यारसीना पेस्टिस, स्यूडोमोनास, फ्रेंसिला, फ्रेंसिसला ब्रुसेला, एंड द क्लेप्सिला. इसके अलावा क्रिप्टोकोकस नियोफॉर्मस that we have to remember is fungi having the capsule. Now moving next to the functions, bacterial virulence provide करेगा and complement mediated cell lysis और capsule of the certain bacteria, जैसे bacterial prejudice may be toxic to host cell. Capsule can be used as a vaccine preparation, and the capsule vaccine have been available for pneumococcus and the meningococcus. Demonstration that we need to remember is the one negative staining that we use the India ink and the Nigrosin stain, where the background is stained dark and the bacteria is stained refractile halo, and McFadden capsule that we use the polychrome methylene blue stain to stain, and that is mainly used for the bacillus. For the bacillus anthracis, we mainly use the McFadden stain capsule stain consisting of the polychrome methylene blue stain. Now, serological test by the anticapsular stain serum, we can use quelling reaction that will lead to the swelling of the capsule, and it is detected by the methylene blue. So, capsule which will appear swollen, refractile, and dilated. Now, this is what quelling reaction, and positive quelling reaction when tested against anti-sera and showing the refractile swollen capsule. Flagella is the organ of locomotion, and it is around 5 to 20 micrometer in length and zero point 0.1 to 0.02 micrometer in thickness. Remember, 5 to 2 micrometer in length. Now, they may be monotrichous, that is polar flagella that is present only on the one side. They may be lophotrichous, that is the polar flagella present numerous number of flagella present at one side. Peritrichous, that is perisurface, that is all around the surface, and the amphi, that is on the both side of the surface. Monotrichous जैसे कि विब्रो कॉलरी हो गया, स्यूडोमोनास एंड द कैम्पाइलोबैक्टर. Lophotrichous on the one side, numerous polar flagella is seen in the spirillum. Peritrichous all around, that is the Salmonella, and amphi, that is the Alcaligenes fecalis. Now this is the mono. In the Vibrio cholerae, we can see the mono, amphi on the both the sides, lopho on single side, this is spirillum, and the peritrichous and the amphitrichous in the Alcaligenes fecalis, right? So now moving next to the ultra structure of the flagella. Now flagella का जो structure है is important, that is the filament, hook and the basal body. ठीक है, the longest part is the filament, then hook, and then the basal body. Hook is connecting the filament that to the basal body, or filament is consisting this of the flagellin protein. ठीक है. Now filament is the longest portion of the flagella that extends from the cell surface to the tip, and it is cylindrical, made up of a single flagella, made up of the single protein, that is flagellin. The basal body, the innermost is the basal body. Now gram positive और gram negative में क्या होता है कि gram positive और gram basal body में rings present होती है, तो gram negative में तो 4 रिंग्स होती हैं, एंड जबकि ग्राम पॉजिटिव में 2 ही रिंग होती है. ठीक है ना. ग्राम पॉजिटिव में जो रिंग्स जो होती हैं थे इज ओनली एस एंड एम, जबकि ग्राम नेगेटिव है एल एम एस एंड पी आर प्रेजेंट. ठीक है। इस इसका रीजन क्या होता है? इसका रीजन ऐसे याद करो कि ग्राम नेगेटिव में क्या होता है, आउटर मेम्ब्रेन होता है, लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड होता है, क्योंकि इसमें से जो एल रिंग है वो लाइपोपॉलीसैकेराइड है, तो वो तो ग्राम नेगेटिव में हो सकती है। इसका जो पी रिंग तो पेप्टिडो दिस ग्लाइकन, दिस इज द पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन, एंड दिस इज आल्सो एब्सेंट द ग्राम पॉजिटिव, जबकि एस रिंग सुपर मेम्ब्रेन एंड द एम रिंग दिस इज प्रेजेंट, एंड ग्राम पॉजिटिव बैक्टीरिया व्हिच डू नॉट हैव देयर आर ओनली एस एंड एम रिंग। ठीक है, दैट इज S and M ring are only present in the gram positive, बाकी L and SP are present in the gram positive bacteria. ठीक है। Now hook is the hook in short curved flexible segment that links the filament to the basal body is the hook. And direct demonstration, how do we demonstrate it? By the Lipson's method. Other than this, the indirect method is the hanging drop method and the Craig's tube method to see the motility of the bacteria, semi-solid method, and a dark ground phase contrast microscopy. These are the other methods of the flagella. Now, moving next is the fimbri or pilofimbri. Now, fimbri is helps in the addition. Now, they are special type of pilus, that is sex pilus. We've already seen that takes part in the conjugation, formation of the conjugation tube. और conjugation से tube उनमें बनते हैं जिनमें ट्राजीन्स होती है, that is consisting of the ट्राजीन्स। ठीक है। नाउ दे आर एंटीजेनिक, हाउएवर द एंटीबॉडीज अगेंस्ट pilot antigens are not protective. They are not related to the, please remember, they are not related to the motility. They are just used for the addition and the conjugation. One is the common pili and the fimbriae, that is they help in the bacterial addition to the epithelial surface, helping in the colonization. They are very small, measuring 5 micrometer to 10 nanometer in the thickness. Now they are present in the gram negative as well as the gram positive bacteria as well. Now, sex pili, they helps in the bacterial conjugation by forming the conjugation tube, which helps in the transfer of the gene. We've already seen that. Now, one more thing is the sex pili are 1 to 10 in number per bacterial cell, while the common fimbriae, they are about more than 1,000. ठीक है। Now this is it. If they are this common fimbriae, they are numerous in number, and they are what, the small bristle like, jabki sex pili they are long and they are used for the conjugation. Detection, just remember the name of the test that we use for the detection of the fimbriae, that is the surface pellicle. That is, we, by the surface pellicle formation we can see the fimbriae. Now, important motility of some bacteria that we have to remember is the tumbling motility, that is seen in the Listeria, gliding motility seen in the Mycoplasma, stately motility in the Clostridium, darting motility is the Vibrio, and swarming motility in the Proteus, and Clostridium darting motility in the Vibrio, cholera, and the Campylobacter. Swarming motility we know Proteus, and if you remember, how do we stop the swarming motility? By increasing the concentration of agar, or by using the McConkey agar, or by the clade. ठीक है, having the bile salt in them, they will inhibit the swarming motility. Next is the corkscrew. We have skin corkscrew we see in the spirochetes. Now, there are some atypical forms of bacteria, that is involution and the pleomorphic bacteria. They are mainly due to the absence of the cell wall, so they are able to change their shape. Now, involution, they are swollen form of the bacteria. This is gonococcus and Yersinia. Pleomorphic, they show the great variation in the shape, that is Proteus and Haemophilus. They are caused by the defective cell wall. Now, next important is the L form of bacteria is a defective form of bacteria because they are cell deficient bacteria, cell wall deficient bacteria, and it was discovered by the this Kleinberger, which studied on the, remember the strain, that is Streptobacillus monaliformis. L form was discovered on the Streptobacillus monaliformis. ठीक है, and it was named as L form after being discovered in the Lister Institute, London, and it is the bacteria They may be spontaneously or after exposure to penicillin may lose the cell wall. So there are mainly two types. One is the unstable and the stable. So stable, that is naturally present, that is naturally cell wall is not present, that is seen in the mycoplasma, and they are stable L forms. The another are the unstable L forms, that is we have generated the L form and in the laboratory by use of the penicillin, by spontaneously removing the cell wall, that is in the presence of the penicillin, the unstable forms are generated. One is the protoplast term, protoplast, and another is the spheroplast. Easy to remember. If it is a gram positive, that is entire cell was entirely removed, it is will be protoplast, and if it is gram negative, then it is the spheroplast. Now, moving to the bacterial spores. Now, spores are the highly resistant or dormant stage of the bacteria. Remember, very important that the layers of the spores can be easily remembered. सबसे अंदर को अपन core कहते हैं, तो core, then comes the cortex, then comes the coat, and then comes the exosporium. इसमें से exosporium is easy to remember, अंदर वाला core, ठीक है. उसके बाद कॉर्टेक्स एंड द कोट, कोट भी हम बाहर की तरफ करेंगे तो कोट, एंड देन इन द साइड कॉर्टेक्स. इट इज द इनर मोस्ट कंटेनिंग, कोर में सबसे अंदर है तो सबसे अंदर डीएनए कंटेंट होगा, तो डीएनए होगा. जो कोर है, जो बाहर है, वो किरेटिन का बना हुआ होता है, सो इट इज किरेटिन इन नेचर. उसके बाद अपना आता है कॉर्टेक्स. तो कॉर्टेक्स इज मेड अप ऑफ पेप्टिडोग्लाइकन, thin layer. Now, one is the sporulation and one is the germination. Sporulation का मतलब क्या? It is the process of the formation of the spores from the vegetative stage of the bacteria. So it is not a method of reproduction. It is a method of survival in hostile environment. So sporulation takes place due to lack of the nutrition. It is a complex process, takes about the 10 hours. Okay. Next is the germination, that is the transformation of the spores, dormant spores, into the vegetative forms when the nutrition is present in the environment, when it is normal conditions. Now, depending on its position, shape, and the width, maybe central, subterminal, terminal, or maybe oval or the spherical, or diameter may vary. So this is the spore core, that is innermost containing the DNA material. Then is the spore wall, cortex, and the keratin. Keratin is the outermost made up of forming the coat. उसके अंदर cortex था, इसमें peptidoglycan था. Now, moving to the very important sporicidal agents. Now, demonstration of the spores हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? One is the gram positive. Now, in the gram positive, the spore will appear as refractile bodies. ठीक है. Other is the modified Zn staining, that is used mainly for the spore, and another special techniques that we see. So this is important to remember कि how do we demonstrate? We demonstrate with the gram staining and the modified Zn staining. That is since spores are weakly acid fast, so we can use the modified Zn staining to demonstrate the spores. Now, application is important. Spores application, mainly important to remember that the geobacillus, if you remember, the geobacillus stereothermophilus is used for the autoclave and the plasma sterilizer to see the effectivity of sterilization. And next is the bacillus atrophius is used for the hot air oven and the ethylene oxide sterilizer. Other than this, for the biodynamism, also the endospores of the Bacillus anthracis have been used in 2001. So remember, Geobacillus stereothermophilus we are using one, Bacillus atrophius we are using for the ethylene oxide and the hot air oven, and another we are using the Bacillus anthracis spores for the bioterrorism. So I hope that today's session was clear. It was short and to the point session. The most important points were covered in this session, and a quick revision was done because on YouTube a detailed video is present. So a quick revision and to the point session was done. I hope that you liked the video, and please use my code, that is Muskan, to get 10% of the discount on YouTube subscriptions. And if there's something that you want me to cover in the microbiology with the examination, do let me know in the comment box. And I hope that everyone is doing well and preparing well for the examination. So all the best. See you in the next class.